one revolution.
Bookmarklets on standby.
Log online, fan page loaded and ready.
Player stats, loaded. Health check, go.
Weapons check. Eyes check. Complete.
We have launched for the Informant Podcast in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the Informant Podcast. I'm Pistol Pete.
You sound bummed.
Yeah, you don't sound as lively as the past few shows.
Did you get iced?
What's that? Iced?
Get iced. You sound down.
It's just busy week, lots of stuff, just wore out. Yep. So, anyway, here I am yawning right in everybody's
Wow,
ear,
and then
so.
last show we said people said we were boring.
Yeah, he's like, oh, welcome. Yawn. Crickets. I got fever. I got like lots of energy.
Do you really?
Getting lots done, but it's really, really nice here today. I even did yard work, which is rare.
Wow.
Really rare.
Really nice here too.
I bet it was a nice day. So hopefully it was for you too, Pete.
Yeah, it was all right.
Yeah.
It's fine.
And
Wow.
everyone's tuning out because the show is on a down tone.
Yeah.
What's up, party people?
There, party people in the house. We're gonna party rock.
Yeah.
Start shuffling.
Wow.
I don't think so.
Yeah, maybe not.
Yep.
Anyway, how is everybody doing?
Pretty good, though.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, all in all, like I said, just
Yeah.
wore out, tired.
It's actually been a nice weekend as far as Zynga's concerned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not much happening.
But lots ending, though.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
In the next couple of days, it looks like, I guess.
It's going to be a race to the finish for some things, for sure.
Mm-hmm. I'm not going to be able to finish most things, it looks like, but whatever. I did some yard work.
Well, it's funny when you're not bound to do all this stuff in Mafia Wars and you have some free time and you like do real life activities. You're like,
yeah, it's kind of nice. It really is.
When if you notice everyone that does quit but still kind of keeps in touch with us, or the comments on my blog are always like, it's so nice to have my life back.
Yeah, everybody seems happy. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
It makes you wonder, like, what would my life be like if I gave this up?
I had a fun weekend. We've done all kinds of stuff this weekend, and I haven't played much Mafia Wars at all, and I'm probably not going to even finish the By the Bookie district.
Oh, you're
wow.
not?
I don't know. We'll see.
I'm trying to get the 50th loot item.
Oh,
I
I
was-
was working that angle for a while, and then I kind of forgot I was even doing it. Where are you at on your property?
9. Or what have we got, 5 days left? Oh, I may make it to 12 again. I don't know. Just have to see.
I'm not. I thought I was going to do better. I thought I was going to stay closer to you, and I'm only getting close to 7.
Oh, wow. Yeah, but you said you didn't play, which means you
No,
didn't
I
submit
haven't,
stuff,
so-
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I finished it in 2 days.
Yeah.
I'm sure you
upgraded
noticed
to an
all
8
this
right
stuff.
now. So I stand corrected. I am an 8.
There you go. So you're not that far off.
Mm-hmm. Still behind. At least there's something cool here. Either way,
Yep.
I'll be all right.
I'm hoping when they get rid of Italy, they'll add us another property. That, like, I mean, instead of 5, they'll let us make 6. But I think that's wishful thinking.
That would be cool. Mm-hmm.
And it still bugs me to no end. And I don't know how Zynga justifies doing this. But when you go to their website, it says over 20 million players. And I guess in their minds, they're saying, well, we had 28 million at one time, so we're legally can do this.
Mm-hmm.
But it just annoys me because it's not accurate.
No.
Like, that's their
not.
big selling point, but it's not a real selling point.
Mm-hmm.
And what they did to the loyalty program is just a joke.
I haven't really. I bought a couple of things, but I was going to wait, get your advice on what was going on there before I spent through them all.
Well, they put like we talked about this on the last show, that the event was going to start and we can buy one of 10 or as many of 10 loot items. It's kind of set up like the Fight Club where you have your list of items, but there's a cost gradient.
Yeah, we
So-
thought we created a script that was going to
Yeah.
make it easy to buy them, like in the marketplace for the
Wrong.
Fight Club, and then they've changed the actual purchasing
So
item
you didn't even need
prices.
a Spocklet because, and it's funny, like even the big spenders, like Mike Nestor had over 100,000 loyalty points.
Oh,
Like
dear.
it probably took him less than a minute to buy everything.
Right.
Because your first item's 1,500 and you're like, oh, okay, so I had like 42,000. So I was thinking I can get 30 or 40 items. But then if you buy a second item, it goes up to 3,000. A third item is 9,000.
So
Okay.
no matter what you're buying, the third item.
It's always incrementing. And then your last item that you buy you can buy any one of them at whatever you have left over.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then they
God.
nerfed the henchmen. The henchmen start out at 6,000 where we're kind of over the henchmen. I don't think anyone's really freaking out about trying to get the best henchmen anymore because they added enough in the game through fighting.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, why do that? And it's funny because a lot of the guys that do spend a lot of money, like one of our friends we always talk to, he buys all his loot from the marketplace. So he'll have 500 of whatever you can buy in the marketplace. And the stats of those items are actually higher than what they're offering as your loyalty program incentive. So it's kind of like telling those people, well, you get nothing because none of these items are going to help you. Thanks for spending $10,000.
Yeah.
But, and the same thing with the loyalty program. Like, you know, you spent all this money and you played every day. You collected all these loyalty points for God knows how long. And then
Yeah,
your
I have no
bonus,
idea.
your bonus is some loot items that have kind of okay stats, but in a month from now, they're going to be obsolete. So,
Mm-hmm.
and then, go ahead.
Well, I was just wondering too, now that we're talking about loyalty points and that loyalty program being gone, you know, at one point I had recommended that maybe they should use the punch card system to be a new tracking mechanism for it. And I just noticed the other day that I had punches originally that just like disappeared.
Oh, really?
And I don't understand that. I thought they would stay there indefinitely until you fill a card.
You mean the one where you get the extra skill points?
Yeah, that punch card system in the marketplace.
Yeah, I've never noticed mine. Are you sure you didn't get awarded and maybe you didn't get the pop-up and it went back down to 0?
I suppose that's possible, but I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
I remember seeing, you know, like halfway there and I didn't buy anything, so it should have stayed. It's weird. Anyway, just an observation.
That Lucky Stash does that sometimes too. Like sometimes when it's supposed to be your 20th spin, it doesn't compute and then you got to do another spin. That annoys me.
Yeah,
I hate that thing.
just makes you wonder.
Mm-hmm. I do wonder.
But it just shows that they're, you know, people that are loyal players and do spend money, this is what they got for all that time and dedication.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Well,
And I'm not saying it's not appreciated. At least they did give us something to spend those points on because they could have just said it's going.
It's over, it's gone. See
Go
ya.
buy what we have available.
I wonder what they're going to do with all the victory coins.
I think they're going to do the same thing. I almost guarantee you when we see new Fight Club loot, it'll be on that gradient type thing.
Yeah.
they're just getting rid of everything.
Yeah.
We're done.
Well, 'cause that was their big reason for not updating Fight Club loot was because there were too many victory coins in the system. So this would be their perfect way to resolve that. You know, throw some loot with some semi-good stats. People will buy them, you know, make a cost gradient. And then pretty soon there won't be any victory coins. And then we can shut down the Fight Club, which is probably what they want to do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then people will freak out because then that extra energy refill won't be available.
Well, they can make it available elsewhere. I mean,
Oh, I don't think they would.
yeah.
You never know.
Yeah.
I still have many energy packs.
I know that's funny. A lot
It
of people
annoys the hell out of me, though.
because you don't have the regular energy pack, right?
Mm-mm.
But do you have the stamina pack?
Yeah.
Oh, well, then I guess it wouldn't be that big of a deal.
Yeah, I just don't find them very often. And because I'm not playing as much as I have in the past, I don't have the energy or I don't really care to go looking for them like maybe I did in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Right. It's kind of time consuming.
It is. And so it's just a pain in the butt at this point, really. But I guess it doesn't really matter.
Just like the daily take. If you sit down and run your stream scanner, you can go find like 5 good items for the daily take. And I used to do that every day, and I found myself like, I don't even care anymore. And I rarely run it anymore.
Yeah. So it's just kind of one of those things.
Yeah. And for a while, it was glitched. You could get unlimited daily takes. but they seem to have fixed that.
Yeah, I heard that, but I never.
Well, and I found out about it towards the end because I was doing it one day, and I'm like, I know I've gotten more than 5. And I asked Mike about it, and he was like, oh, I don't even get those. And I was like, I think you can get unlimited. But and then like a few days later, it didn't work, and it cut you off at 5 again.
Mm-hmm. Well, Pete, what's going on with the Stockholm guys? Anything?
The loyalty program buyer.
Yeah, the loyalty program buyer that is defunct immediately upon release. Basically, that was kind of that'll teach us not to wait and try to beat out Zynga to come up with an idea. That was kind of a funny deal. I mean,
we're waiting on your idea.
Fortunately, I don't think it took Martin too much time to do it, but it was kind of sad now that we had this idea and tried to get ahead of the game, and once again got thwarted at the gate. But the other big thing is probably, and I talked about it on the last show, is the family battle history Spocklet. Mm-hmm. And what it does is it gives you a history of all your family battles. Well, initially we only did it where it only showed the top 5 or the 5 battles you have currently active on your battle page. Well, with a little bit of Ike magic and a little bit of storage, we've actually been able to now keep a running history of all battles. So now when you launch that script, it'll go back and it'll start keeping a database of the battles you fought from time to time. So now, like, you know, if you're really wanting to see, okay, last time I fought XYZ, now I can go look and see who they iced the most of our family, and then, you know, make decisions about who participates, who doesn't participate, and so on. Now, in Jen's case, she's up a creek because they have everybody participating immediately because you currently have all your underbosses. So,
but you know what I noticed a few days ago? I had a join button. And
really?
So I thought they changed it where you had to actually join the battle if you were an underboss. But then the next day it wasn't like that.
Yeah, I don't think so. Underbosses and bosses and the Godfather are always included.
Right, and that wasn't happening for a couple days. And I was going to write a blog post about it, but I got too busy. And then the next day when I went to make the post, then I was being auto-joined again.
Maybe they're trying to work on that. Because there's times that even the underboss isn't available to participate, so then why are they automatically being forced into the battle?
True. Yeah. And now everyone
if you're
in
not
my
going to do that, then you might as
family
well make just the entire family available for battle, even though they're not active.
Right. Well, you don't want them to be, you know, not paying attention and realizing they're in a battle.
Right. I still have it. I have a join the battle button.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm not on the list. But I still get the 5 loot items whether I join or not. I think they changed it.
Huh. I hadn't noticed.
I don't know.
Something's wrong with mine and a lot of people's that it's not even showing the last battles. I know that I haven't been around, but I don't think that Spock was the last battle we had. And I've seen other people saying that battles aren't showing up after you can't collect on anything. There's just nothing there.
Well, and that's another feature of the battle history. There's also now a button to go back and collect ones you might not have caught initially.
The loot?
Even after 5?
Well, I mean, it puts a collect button there if it's captured the data on what that link was. The question, I don't think any of us have tested having 5 battles and then going back to the 6th one to see if it was
I can
still
test that right
collectible.
now.
I'd be curious.
I have a question, too, about the battle history script.
Yeah.
Now, like, my family's done a lot of battles.
Mm-hmm.
So if I run it, I can go look at all the battles, or is it going to just start doing the battles since the inception of the script?
No, it starts from that point forward because it's gonna it can only start with the history it knows at this moment, and then it then stores that permanently in the DOM storage. That's what I was talking about in the browser storage. That then makes it available on subsequent runs of the script to be able to keep that running history.
Okay, so there's no history from before.
No, because it has no idea. It'll only catch the first 5 because that's what's active on that battle page and visible.
Okay.
And it's a lot like using Stats History or Mafia Manager or whatever else. You can't get old history because it never existed until you start saving it the first time.
I'm going to have to play around with it some more.
That's what she said.
See, mine's only showing 5 battles.
Like I'm up to 12.
But I should have a lot more. It says you are currently in a battle, so only the save results can be displayed.
Right. So when you ran it, you've ran it how many days now?
Oh, maybe 3 or 4.
And you've ran it when you weren't in a battle?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Well, we're always in a battle.
Well, then the problem you're going to have is you're going to have to catch a time when you're not in a battle. Otherwise, it's not going to have new results to pull in.